Greninja Games here. Today, me and Thobix are going to be reviewing top 10 best kits that we came up with by ourselves. We're going to be...
Best kit combos, you mean?
Yeah, same thing. Kind of. So, in number 10, we have the Cheapskate combo, which is Cyber and Merchant Marco. The way to play this is, you get loads of diamonds, and just, you spend them on tier gen and, everything. And then using Merchant Marco, you get the discounts on stuff like blocks and just anything. And, hopefully earn loads of stuff. We can do this combo for you, as we do actually have the stuff, but it would be unfair as some of the other stuff for the combos we don't have, so we're just going to...
And it would just look awkward that we could do a few of them, but we couldn't do the others.
Yeah, it'd be a bit...
So it's just not even worth it. Yeah, so basically Cyber has a drone ability that can allow you to go around, get iron and diamonds and stuff, and then you could use irons to get diamonds, to get iron gen, and if you have any iron on your drone, you can give them to Merchant Marco, he can buy stuff, and then he can get a discount on it. So it's basically a cheap way to get items, early game mainly. Actually, not even early game, all game, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
What am I even saying?
Now, Cyber's pay to, which you can see quite here, she's $4.99, and we do have Cyber.
Most kits on this thing are paid.
Wait,
to,
sorry,
to be fair,
sorry, $3.99, and over here is Merchant Marco, which you can get for free at level 10. So, it's like, if you have one friend who has money and then one who doesn't, I would recommend keep watching, as the combos do get much better from here on. This is one of the worst ones because we had to rate them from 1 to 10.
It's not a bad combo per se, but in comparison to the rest, it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
And trust me, there will be ones later that are definitely more efficient in getting money or whatever. So you want to keep watching if you want to do something like that.
Now, coming in at number 9, barely beating Cyber and Merchant Marco, is the Literal Campers. That's what we've named them because it really is just camping.
This is Archer and Vanessa, both good bowers. Now, essentially for this one, Vanessa can have triple shots and Archer has really good bowing abilities. And this, for long range, is really good at doing damage. However, the main problem with this is if you're not used to it or they're rushing you, your close range combat isn't going to be all that good. Still though, if you're looking to get someone off or just looking to kill someone far away on low HP, they happen to have no bed, this could be a pretty decent combo for you. It really depends whether you're a good bower or not. If you're not a good bower, this would probably be even worse than Cheapskate, if I'm being honest.
Also, if they do decide to rush you, you can Tesla coil trap in your base, meaning you can, if you just camp in your base and keep bowing them, you may actually be able to survive a rush.
But even then, your close combat still isn't that good with this. Hence the reason why we put it number 9.
Coming in on number 8.
For long range, but not that good for
close
combat.
Coming in on number 8, we've got Money. Just all capitals money. This is just Bounty Hunter Lassie. So the idea is, it would be preferred if you were on a call with the person or can talk to them while playing. So you'd tell the lassie who you need to lasso, and they'll lasso them over to you so you can kill them. Now the lassie can't get the final hit because otherwise this doesn't work. And the bounty hunter will then get emeralds or diamonds depending on, if they kill them or not, and other factors too. So this means you can get loads of resources early on, as long as you, get a whole bunch of blocks.
Yeah, so this is just essentially a better version of Cheapskate, if you think about it.
I mean...
The only reason we put it number 8 is, first of all, if you don't get your lasso hits correctly then. Plus, you do actually have to be slightly close to them. And even then, there's not a guarantee that you will be able to kill them. You could be pulling over an iron armor and you both have no armor, and then you're pretty much screwed.
basically.
So, if you get it correct, it's efficient, but if you have no idea what you're doing, it's going to be horrible.
Coming in on number 7, we've dubbed Reaping Dinos, as it's Reaper and Dino Tamer, which I've got equipped. The idea for this one is the Dino Tamer runs around destroying all the beds, while the Grim Reaper can finish them off and mine off the beds if the Dino Tamer dies. The Dino Tamer can also give the Grim Reaper the Dino, meaning you can both just rush and do loads of damage. Like, I hit 49.
And since the Grim Reaper can heal, they basically both of your dinos can basically rush the bed defense, get it destroyed. The other person attacks them while you mine it, and since Grim Reaper is also healing at the same time, it's a really good way to end up getting their bed destroyed. Plus, the health regen would be good for fighting them off directly after, and the dinos do 49 damage, so that's actually a pretty good thing about this combo.
Coming in on number 6, this is one of our favourite combos, as we both have the kits for this. The only reason why we put it number 6 is some of the stuff that we came up with now are kind of insane.
It's still a really good combo, but compared to the other stuff, it's absolutely nothing. This would be the Tech Squad. I actually know the name for this one, guys.
Yeah, what a surprise. This is Vulcan and Cyber. So
now, the idea here is that you have Cyber camping at the base, going around collecting stuff, and as Vulcan, late game, you'll be able to defend with your turrets.
This means you can defend the Cyber while they're out getting resources, and if they do decide to rush you, you'd either have a Tesla coil trap ready, or they'd be knocked off.
Yeah, the only bad thing about this is that while it doesn't really cost much for turrets, really early game, if you're outnumbered or have less armor, then you aren't really going to do a good job at protecting the Cyber. It's only when you start getting the turrets that you can really start doing that. But either way, that's not too far into the game, so you should be good. Other than that, I can't find any other negatives really. Just that the other stuff's better than this one later on.
Now we're coming into number 5, and this one we named Electric Speed, as it's Wizard and Uzi. Now I know this doesn't sound as a very good combo, but let me just explain. Wizard can throw electrical orbs and summon a lightning storm, so he'd build up while the Uzi 2v1s, and he'd chuck down lightning or throw an electric orb at them. This will create a diversion, also dealing loads of damage, meaning he can stay up there without getting attacked because the Uzi's doing that, but the Uzi can also break the bed at the same time while it's getting cover off the Wizard. Now I know the Wizard...
Essentially... Sorry.
Yeah, the Wizard's staff costs 3 emeralds, which means you would have to rush emeralds early game, but Uzi has... you'd basically all you'd need is 8 iron to go rush emeralds, because...
That's honestly the only problem with this. It costs 3 emeralds, which isn't that much, as I said, but still very early game. If you're being rushed very early game and you have no idea what you're doing, then, well, you're still dead.
Next up is...
Yeah. Oh, I just want to add something, though.
Oh, yeah.
Basically what it means is that, while the Wizard is basically camping doing the long range work, the Uzi's basically going in. And while they're being sprayed, you can easily take them and mine their bed, just to put it simply. And this can be broken.
But be warned for people spamming L or bad because you're using Wizard. But they're the ones who lost.
Say that to me. The only thing you want to watch out for, to be honest, is just the fact that people mainly hate these 2 kits. No offense.
Yeah, they're literally we just put the 2 most hated kits of the game of all time in a team.
Possibly the 2 best in damage. Actually, Barbarian might be up there as well, but...
Well, actually, you're right, because coming in on number 4, we've got Rage Heals.
I guess that as well. Lol.
So, the idea is, you can do Barb or Trinity, or Barbarian and Melody, and the Trinity would grind kills the early, you'd both grind kills on the people on the other side early on.
Team early game.
Yeah. And
this allows you to get their stuff and basically get overpowered really quickly from getting kills on them as Barbarian. But
now,
either Trinity, Melody, or even Star Collector if you want, could like increase their max HP or heal them.
Melody would be best for healing, but if you wanted to, you can. The reason why we chose Trinity is he has two forms. He can either heal the Barbarian, or
he can heal himself.
Yeah. So this is why we put him in the top duo combos, as it's one of the most versatile things ever. And since they're both built for rushing.
You could do Melody or Star Collector, but Trinity, in my opinion, is the best one for this.
We might be a bit biased because we do have Trinity, but I've used Melody before, as she's free at the moment. And if I'm being honest, she's not the greatest. You heal
and
your...
Star Collector, while can collect stars, it's just more efficient to have someone keep healing you while you're killing them. Because if you need kills early game, that would be way better.
Yeah. Right. Coming in on number 3 is Ultra Health. Now, this is Elder Tree and Star Collector. And I know this sounds a bit bad, but wait. The Star Collector can go around picking up stars, which affects all teammates. I don't even have
by
stars.
Increasing their max HP.
Or,
and considering the fact that Elder Tree can already do that, you can see that it can get a bit broken.
Like, you might sit there 400 HP with someone with a diamond sword.
If you manage to kill a lot of people early game, this is even better.
Now, you're probably going to want to rush a bit early game, but then the Star Collector will preferably tank damage from those who have more like OP swords, because the Elder Tree can't get armor. But once the Elder Tree reaches 400 HP, at that point it doesn't even need armor. But also, the other thing about Star Collector, which Thobix forgot to mention, is it can also get crit stars, meaning you'd both be able to deal crit damage even without the critical strike.
Yeah, the only bad thing about this is, as I said, Elder Tree cannot get armor, and you do still have to get kills early game. But to be honest, late game, if you've killed a lot of people, the only way I could see them really killing you with this tactic is if they have like Emerald Armor, Emerald Sword, all upgrades, and the best enchant.
Yeah, but the idea is you're just going to get as much stars and stuff as you can, as quick as you can, and just go kill them all. Coming in on number 2, we dubbed Healing God. This is Minor and Trinity. Yeah, it's Minor and Trinity. So
essentially, what happens here is Minor goes out to get kills, but he's got Trinity assisting him, so he gets help from that, meaning he gets more kills. Now, for each kill he gets, a statue appears, and this statue stays there forever, which you can mine for loot. So if you think that Trinity keeps healing them, while the Minor goes out to get damage and gets really broken from collecting stuff, you might be able to see how this could end up getting you really stacked early on, and this could end up leading to, only a few people left quite early in the game, if you manage to play your cards right.
Now, this was the idea at first, however, I took a different...
For the number 1. But,
no, wait, no, it
wasn't. We found an even better strat, to be honest.
So instead of using the Light Angel, which you'd use for the Barbarian tactic, because Barbarian, if it dies, it loses its rage, Minor doesn't lose anything except from the resources it had on him, meaning you can just heal yourself. So if you get Life Steal as an enchantment, along with the Void Angel, you start to heal so much to the point where someone with like Diamond Armor, Diamond Sword only did 10 damage to you, which you can easily regen.
Yeah.
So like you can see how OP this gets if you had Emerald Armor, Emerald Sword.
Imagine Emerald Armor, Emerald Sword, you have Void Angel, and you have like the Minor and you have the Minor getting the emeralds for you. That would be broken.
Coming in
Honestly,
at number
there's
1.
actually...
Oh.
We forgot to do something, though. Honourable mentions, kids.
Yeah, that comes in at last. Coming in at number 1, there is Mega Heal. So, I know we technically already did this, but...
This is too broken, though. We just have to mention it. It's the most...
Oh, you speak.
It's easily the most broken one in the game.
Yeah.
So coming in at number 1, Star Collector and Trinity. So Star Collector just goes around increasing your max HP, while you have a Trinity that either heals you or heals itself.
Now, for this one, it's the same as number 2.
And with the crit, you begin doing a lot more damage. So essentially, by the end of the game, there's nothing they can do if you have Emerald Armor. You're just essentially a HP god and tanked with the crits.
As in, like, you could probably win Iron Sword, Iron Armor against a Diamond Sword, Diamond Armor with this tactic, just because of the fact that if you hit them enough times with Void Angel and, like, Lifesteal 2, you hardly take any damage. But imagine, like, if Star Collector was to just get 1 health star, even if you had no armor and the person had a stone sword, it would take 5 hits instead of 4, which could lead you to win a battle. But imagine that if you've healed all of the HP back. That's just ridiculous, isn't it?
I mean, to be honest, if you have this and it's working, late game or even end game, you should just absolutely wipe everyone out. No doubt about it.
Right, for the honourable mentions, as Thobix stated earlier, I have 2 and he has 2. So we didn't really want to copy the same thing. So mine was Grim and Trinity and Elder and Trinity. The thing with Grim and Trinity is Trinity gets so many kills to the point where Grim Reaper would also just be healing way too much. And Elder and Trinity just couldn't make the cut, to be honest. Even with the Trinity healing it, the Elder Tree would have probably died because it's not...
It's still good, to be honest.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have 300 HP and they're still healing you. And with the Grim Reaper, as he said, to be honest, they're already healing enough to the point. I mean, it would keep the Grim Reaper super high at basically every single point, but still, there's still not enough to basically make the cut. And plus, we wouldn't want to do, Trinity for basically half of the entire list. So, we kept them out. It'd be a bit boring if we did.
Yeah, welcome. Number 10, Trinity. Number 9, Trinity. Number 8, Trinity.
Number 8, Trinity. As for my 2, Vulcan, Vanessa, or Vulcan and Archer. Essentially, the reason why this was cut is because this would be better than Vanessa Archer, actually. But to be honest, Vanessa and Archer had more similarities than Vulcan and Vanessa did to each other, which is why we kept the first one on the list, which is Vanessa Archer. This is actually more broken though, because these basically allow both of the people to camp at the base, right, and basically spray everyone. But to be honest, it didn't make the list just for the reason I said earlier. And Dino Trinity, again, it's a Trinity kit, and it probably would make the list, but
now
there are just, ones that are more interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
So that's why I left it off.
So we also have 2 kits that I wouldn't recommend for people that play on controller. I probably should have mentioned this at the start, but
for Xbox players, Vulcan and
Dino, it doesn't really work very well. The reason is, Vulcan, for some reason the pad glitches out and I have no idea how to escape out of the pad, meaning,
You can on controller, but it's a lot... It just gets really weird with the controls, and especially with the numbers, since you wouldn't have that on the...
yeah, there's no quick
with
escape.
Xbox, I mean, at least with a PC controller you could select the numbers, but technically, if you're on Xbox, you're going to have a really hard time. And with Dino, I mean, it's not too bad, but there are some problems with how it controls.
No,
And
it
it's a lot
isn't.
harder to like run and like do even basic stuff.
No, it's not that actually. The thing with the Dino is, when you click the attack button, it opens your inventory instead, as they're both set to the same key, meaning, like, the attack doesn't even work. So
Unfortunately for any Xbox players,
yeah,
the
don't
stats
use.
involving Vulcan and Dino won't work if you are using it as a kit. Just sorry about that, but I had to say.
To clarify, that's number 6 and 7 if you skip back. And with that, I think that's all of our kits and everything we needed to say, so goodbye.